Hi, boys and girls. Are you ready for another story? Today I have a story, and it's called The Tickle-Octopus. It's a story about how to be happy and to laugh and to play. You ready? Sit quietly. Shh. One morning, about 1,000,000 years ago, Ugma awakened with a bone in her nose and a frown upon her grumpy face. As usual, she reached for Ugpa and gave him a painful pinch. Ugpa sat up at the start. "Bop!" he bellowed. Then he spat on the floor and fell back to sleep. Thus, Bop, the cave boy, awakened to another unhappy, prehistoric day. Bop had to do all the chores by himself. His older sister Zurg had been carried away by a saber-toothed tiger. His older brother Hotrode had fallen into the lair of a giant cave bear. And just yesterday, little Nug, Bop's baby sister, had vanished. Because they had lost the other children, Ugma and Ugpa were determined to keep Bop. Before going out to hunt that day, they rolled a great big boulder in front of the cave so the wild animals couldn't get in. "Bop grump," they bellowed, which meant "Bop stay." Then they tromped away. Bop hiked to the pond at the back of the cave to practice making grim faces. More than anything, the cave boy wanted to be just like his parents, when and if he ever grew up. But no matter how hard Bop tried, he could never look as horrid as they always did. "Arg!" he screamed. A tear of frustration rolled down his cheek and plopped into the still of the pond. The tear made an ever-widening ripple. The pond began to froth and churn. Then, out of the depths, a strange new animal emerged. The pinkish creature with wiggly arms didn't make a sound as it moved toward the boy. Bop tried to run away. Do you see it? There it is. But the creature reached out and tickled him under his chin. It tickled his ribs and beneath his arms. The cave boy's face changed, and a warm glow circled his heart. Something wondrous began to happen. For the first time in the history of people, someone smiled. Can I see your smile? Good job. Bop liked this new feeling. He tucked the animal into his pouch and then squeezed past the boulder and went in search of his ill-tempered parents. Before long, he came upon his father, who was busy stalking a woolly mammoth. Kind of looks like an elephant. Before long, he came upon his father, who was busy stalking a woolly mammoth. "Ugpa, moo gwump, moo gwump," Bop shouted, which meant, "Dad, look what I've got, look what I've got." The cave boy's shouts frightened the timid woolly. With a fearful bellow, the mammoth galloped away. A horrible grimace spread across Ugpa's angry face. A grimace so foul that two of his teeth popped out of their sockets and fell to the ground. The caveman reached for his son. Bop knew what to do. Quickly, he opened his pouch and released the creature. "Ah, na, eep, eep, bop, 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 eep, op, na, gas," the caveman cried, which meant, "Oh no, stop, 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 he, stop, that tickles." For the first time in the history of people, someone laughed. Can I hear your laugh? Good job. When Ugpa could laugh no more, Bop stuffed the animal back into his pouch. Together, the father and son set off to find Ugma. Before long, they came upon the cave woman picking berries down by the mud slump. "Aye!" Ugma screamed when she saw her happy family, fearing they were ill and possibly contagious. Ugma jumped into the mud to save herself. Bub knew what to do. He opened his pouch and released the creature. I'm not guys, oogly ooglies, Ugma cried, which meant, "Oh me, he, that tickles, I like it. The giggling cave woman threw mud up into the air and slung it at Bub and Ugpa. For the first time in the history of people, someone played. I hope you guys are playing with your brothers and sisters and mommies and daddies. When everyone was covered with mud, the creature jumped back into Bub's pouch. "Awag?" his parents asked, which meant, "What is that thing?" Bub thought for a moment. "I'm naga," he shouted, which meant, "The tickle-octopus." Smiling and laughing, the family walked down the path. First, they tickled a cranky tribe that lived by the volcano. There's the volcano. Then they tickled a scrolling girl who had tamed a saber-toothed tiger. She turned out to be Bub's older sister, Zerg. They tickled a growling boy who wore the skin of a giant cave bear. He, they discovered, was Bub's older brother, Hotrode. And finally, they tickled a pouting baby they found beneath a banana leaf. "Nug, eep, eep, gop, nuggy," they cheered, which meant, "Nug, we found our little nuggy." Bub's baby sister had simply been misplaced. At last, Ugma, Ugpa, Zerg, Hotrode, Bub, Nug, and the tickle-octopus returned to their cave to celebrate. That evening, everyone stayed up late, smiling, laughing, and playing. Today, about 1,000,000 years later, times have changed. People no longer live in caves, and many of the animals that roamed the earth in the days of Bub are extinct. That means they don't live anymore. There are no more saber-toothed tigers, giant cave bears, or woolly mammoths. And sad to say, the tickle-octopus is gone too. Or is it? The end. We'll see you soon. Bye.